glass and in my mind, one more storm above the town, one more reason to slow down. I was doing fine alone till the thunder touched the road, and the water on the pane spelled the shape of you again. I didn't call for memory, but the rain knows where you sleep in me. Rain writes your name across the dark, across the frame. Every drop becomes a trace of a love I couldn't erase. I close my eyes but still it stays soft and shining through the gray. Rain writes your name. Rain writes your name. Streetlights melting blurry gold, like the nights we used to hold. Every corner of this town feels a little slower now. I don't chase what's gone away, still the weather knows the way. How to find the quiet place where I still remember your face. I didn't ask the sky to speak, but it keeps telling me what I still keep. Rain writes your name across the dark, across the frame. Every drop becomes a trace of a love I couldn't erase. I close my eyes but still it stays soft and shining through the gray. Rain writes your name. Rain writes your name. Maybe love becomes a sound, falling softly all around. Not enough to bring you back, but enough to fill the black. Rain writes your name across the night inside my veins. Every drop becomes a sign that some hearts outlive goodbye. Though the storm may drift away, you still echo in the rain. Rain writes your name. Rain writes your name. On the window, in the rain, your name again. Traffic painted red and gold. Night was young and getting cold. Then you laughed and reached for me, like the rain was meant to be. One umbrella half too small, still it held us through it all. Shoulder touch and heartbeat near, I can still feel it here. The world was pouring everywhere, but somehow we were warm in there. Under the same umbrella, time was lighter than before. Every drop around us fell, but I only wanted more. One small circle in the rain held a whole world for a while. Under the same umbrella, I still live inside that smile. we didn't say. Still we're beautiful that way. We were quiet, we were close. That's the part I miss the most. Not the storm above the sky, just the warmth of you and I. The whole night blurred beyond the gray, but your eyes kept all the dark away. Under the same umbrella, time was lighter than before. Every drop around us fell, but I only wanted more. One small circle in the rain held a whole world for a while. Under the same umbrella, I still live inside that smile. Maybe love is often small, not the grandest thing at all. Just a hand against the cold, making one wet evening glow. Under the same umbrella, I still hear that rainy street. Every storm I walk through now brings your footsteps back to me. One small circle in the rain still protects me in my mind. Under the same umbrella, you are warm inside my night. Same umbrella, same old rain, same sweet light. Coffee at 1 in the morning, rain against the little glass. Everybody's gone home early, but I'm still here with the past. Steam is fading from the cup now, like the things I meant to say. And the city hums so softly, as if it knows I chose to stay. There's a kind of peace in empty rooms, where the heart can hear itself in full. Coffee at 1 a.m. and your memory walks back in, not to break me, not again, just to sit here for a bit, with the rain and with the glow, and the things I never told. Coffee at 1 a.m. keeps me company tonight. Tables shine with borrowed shadows, streetlights bend across the floor. I can almost hear you laughing by the half-closed cafe door. I don't reach for what is over, I just let the feeling pass, like a song still softly playing in the bottom of a glass. There's a quiet grace in being still, long enough to let the ache turn mild. Coffee at 1 a.m. and your memory walks beckon, not to break me, not again. Just to sit here for a bit, with the rain and with the glow, and the things I never told. Coffee at 1 a.m. keeps me company tonight. Maybe lonely isn't wrong. Maybe some nights need a song and a chair, a light, a cup, just enough to hold us up. Coffee at 1 a.m. and I'm learning how to sit with the ghost of what we were, without needing all of it. Just the warmth against my hands and the rain outside the glass. Coffee at 1 a.m. lets me breathe into the night. Coffee at 1 a.m. still warm enough for one more song. Rain has left the streets alight. Little colors multiply. Every puddle holds a flame. Nothing looks the same. The city wears a softer face after all that washed away. And my footsteps in the blue sound a little new. Maybe broken things can shine when the night gives back the light. Neon puddles on the ground turn the whole sky upside down. Every color, every spark finds a way into the dark. What was heavy starts to move. What was gone begins to bloom. Neon puddles all around, and I'm glowing through them now. Taxi lights and window signs paint the silence line by line. I can feel the city breathe, something back in me. Not a sudden kind of change, just a soft shade of brave. Like the rain knew what to take and what it had to leave. Maybe healing isn't far. Maybe it begins where we are. Neon puddles on the ground turn the whole sky upside down. Every color, every spark finds a way into the dark. What was heavy starts to move. What was gone begins to bloom. Neon puddles all around. Oh, and I'm glowing through them now. If the night can wear this light, maybe I can too tonight. If the rain can leave the shine, maybe I'll be fine. Neon puddles on the ground, like a second life in town. Every color, every spark writes a future through the dark. What was shattered finds a tune. What was silence starts to bloom. still we shine. There's a hush above the street. Rain is loosened from the leaves. Every window holds a light, like a soul returning bright. I can hear my own heart now, without the thunder all around. Not because the pain is gone, but because the night moved on. Some endings don't arrive with sound. They simply leave a softer ground. When the storm goes quiet, I can finally hear my name. Not inside the fear or lightning, but inside a gentler place. What I lost is still a story. What remains is still enough. When the storm goes quiet, I begin to trust the calm. Pavement cooling into gray, morning not so far away. There's a peace I couldn't feel till the sky had time to heal. I don't need the rain to stay, just to know it passed this way. And it left the world more clear than it found it here. Some sorrows fall like evening rain, then turn to room for light again. When the storm goes quiet, I can finally hear my name. Not inside the fear or lightning, but inside a gentler place. What I lost is still a story. What remains is still enough. When the storm goes quiet, I begin to trust the calm. Maybe peace is not a door, maybe it's the floor beneath. After all the weather leaves, and the heart can simply breathe. When the storm goes quiet, I can finally feel the dawn. Not because the world is perfect, but because I carried on. What was broken made me honest. What was heavy taught me love. When the storm goes quiet, I am softer, not less strong. When the storm goes quiet, I can breathe. I can breathe. The clock is louder after 2. Every thought comes shining through. I can hear the restless sound of my heart against the ground. There are nights that pull me thin, like I'm wearing all my skin. But I tell my soul, just stay. Don't run away. You don't have to solve the dark. Just keep one rhythm in your heart. Breathe until morning, slow enough to hear your name, soft enough to let the shadows pass without becoming pain. There's a kindness in the air, hidden somewhere in this fear. Maybe peace is not a place, maybe it's a bar of grace. I don't need the whole sunrise, I just need to trust the light. One more breath and then another, till I recover. The night is long but not the end. Some mercies arrive breath by breath. Breathe until morning, slow enough to hear your name, soft enough to let the shadows pass without becoming pain. You don't have to be unbroken, you just have to make it through. Breathe until morning, morning will come for you. Let the window hold the dark, let the silence do its part. Every breath becomes a thread, pulling daylight through your chest. Breathe until morning, even if your hands still shake, even if your heart is learning how to live with what still aches. You don't have to see the ending, just believe the sky turns blue. Breathe until morning, morning will come for you. One more breath, one more light till morning. I was talking to the dark, like I knew the shape of hurt, hour by hour, breath by breath, trying not to lose what's left. Then the black began to thin, just a little at the rim, and the window changed its face, like grace entering the room. No sound, no sudden break, just light arriving for my sake. A window full of dawn, after all the night held on, after all the fear and weather, here comes something soft and strong. Not in thunder, not in warning, just in currents becoming warm. A window full of dawn tells me I can carry on. Every object in the room learns a gentler kind of truth. What was heavy in the dark looks less and less in the light. I don't answer with no sound. After all the tears went inward, here is light without a crown. Not to erase what I have lived through, just to show me I belong. A window full of dawn tells me I can carry on. Dawn comes in quietly, still it changes every three. I have known the heavy floor and the ache of wanting more. I have heard the midnight speak in the language of the weak, but the night did not undo me. It just taught me how to move with a slower kind of grace. Still standing in this place, I am not the same as them, but I am not less because of it. Still I rise softly, not with fire, not with war, but with hands that learn forgiveness and a heart worth healing for. What was broken made me honest, what was lost made room for love. Still I rise softly, and softly is enough. There are marks I'll always wear, little proofs that I was there, through the storm and through the ache, through the nights I could not fake. And now I carry all of that, not as chains but as a map to the gentler kind of strong that stays when fear is gone. Strength is not the loudest sound, sometimes it is holy because it is quiet. Still I rise softly, not with fire, not with war, but with hands that learn forgiveness and a heart worth healing for. What was broken made me honest, what was lost made room for love. Still I rise softly, and softly is enough. Softly is enough. Let the world call softness small. I know how it held me through it all. Let the dawn arrive this way, quiet strength at break of day. Still I rise softly, not because I never felt, but because I found a mercy in the places where I knelt. What was shattered did not end me, what was dark still led me home. Still I rise softly, and I do not rise alone. Ooh. Softly, still I rise. Everybody's sleeping now, even shadows settle down, but I'm still awake inside with the things I try to hide. Then I see the narrow glow at the end of all I know, Just one light still burning low, telling me I'm not alone. Some nights don't need 100 stars. Just one small light is enough for the heart. Soft light in the hallway, stay with me a little while. I don't need the whole world shining, just enough to help me smile. When the dark leans close around me and my strength feels far away, soft light in the hallway, lead me gently through this night. There are tears I never named. There are storms that leave no rain. There are rooms inside the soul only silence gets to know. Still your warmth is in the air, like a quiet answered prayer. Not a voice that breaks the dark, just a hand upon my heart. Some wounds don't close all at once. They rest beside a patient love. Soft light in the hallway, stay with me a little while. I don't need the whole world shining, just enough to help me smile. When the dark leans close around me and my strength feels far away, soft light in the hallway, lead me gently through this night. Maybe peace is small and plain, a little glow that still remains when everything feels thin and gray. It softly says you'll be okay. Soft light in the hallway, you don't ask me to be strong. You just stay until the trembling in my chest is almost gone. And by the time the dawn is coming, I can hear my heartbeat pray. Soft light in the hallway, you have carried me this far. Soft light, still on, still here. I have carried too much weight in the corners of my shape. Little fractures, little scars, quiet maps across the heart. I kept every broken part, like I had to guard the dark. But tonight they don't resist, they loosen in the quiet. Maybe not everything has to be repaired. Maybe some things heal because they're spared. Pieces learn to rest when the night is kind enough, when the hands stop holding tightly, when the soul lets go of rough. I don't need to be completed to be worthy of the breath. Pieces learn to rest, and that is healing too. Not in noise and not in flame, not in proving I am the same, just in stillness, just in time, Something softer re-arrives. Every ache they used to shout now just slowly lays itself down like a child against the chest that finally feels safe. Maybe peace is not becoming new. Maybe it is learning how to be held through. Pieces learn to rest when the night is kind enough, when the hands stop holding tightly, when the soul lets go of rough. I don't need to be completed to be worthy of the breath. Pieces learn to rest, and that is healing too. If I am not who I was before, maybe I am someone more tender in the broken places, still alive inside the traces. Pieces learn to rest, not because the past is gone, but because the heart grows gentler with the weight it carries on. I don't need a perfect ending, just a place to lay my chest. Pieces learn to rest, and I can rest with them. Rest now, rest now, rest now.